everyone, and welcome to STEAM Time. My name is Dayna. I'm the Buena Vista Branch Manager with Monterey County Free Libraries. Today, we're going to be doing an easy experiment with a huge wow factor. This right here. You may be thinking, how in the world did I get 2 pencils through a bag filled with water and not one drop of water spilled out? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to walk you through the supplies you're going to need, the science behind the experiment, and how to get started. To get started with our Ziplock and pencil experiment, you only need 2 things. You're going to need a Ziplock bag. You can use any size. In the intro that I showed, I used a small snack size bag, but I'm going to be using a gallon size for the experiment today. So you're going to need one of those, and then pencils of any type. They could be number 2 pencils, they could be colored pencils. You just want to make sure that they're very sharp on the end. So if you don't have them sharpened, make sure you have a pencil sharpener, and you want to sharpen your pencils to a really sharp point before we begin to insert them into our Ziplock bag. So now that I walked you through the supplies that you're going to need, let's dive in to the science behind the Ziplock and pencil experiment. Now that we have talked about the supplies that we need for today's experiment, let's talk a little bit about the science behind it. What exactly is going on that allows our bag of water to not leak when we push the pencils through it? So it all has to do with what our bag is made out of. This is a Ziplock bag, and it's made out of something called polymer or polyethylene. So in this bag, there are polymer molecules, and they create chains. And when we take our pencil, pretend our bag is filled with water, when we take our sharpened pencil and we push it through, we're not actually breaking those polymer chains. We're able to wedge the pencil in between them and separate them instead of breaking them. And then what happens is that polymer material starts to form a seal around the pencil, and it holds the water in. So that's the science at play with this experiment. So let's actually see our experiment in action. Okay, let's get started on doing the actual experiment. Now that we know the science behind it, let's see how it actually works. I would recommend, if you are worried about a mess, you can either do this experiment outside or even do it over a sink. I've done this experiment quite a few times, so I'm going to do it here at my table. I do have a kitchen towel, just in case there's any spills, but I haven't had any accidents when I've done this so far, so we'll see how this one goes. I'm taking my gallon-sized Ziplock bag, and I have a few containers of water. You do not want to fill up your bag all the way full. You do not want to do that. So I'm just going to pour my water in. That was 2 cups. Let me add another cup. Okay. You generally want your bag a little bit fuller than this, but this will work. You just don't want it up to the top. Okay, so we have our plastic bag. I added some water, as you can see. Make sure it is sealed nice and tight at the top. And you want to have your pencils already pre-sharpened. Any type of pencil you have on hand. I'm using the number 2 pencil. So you're gonna hold your bag with one hand. So here's where the fun starts. You are going to push your pencil through. So let's see it in action. Here's my pencil. I'm holding it with one hand. If it's too heavy, the bag can get heavy the more water it has. Have an adult or somebody else help you. They can be the one to hold the bag and you can be the one to push the pencils through. So I'm going to start with one pencil. Are we ready? Let's hope this works. Okay, so far so good. There's one pencil. I'm gonna add another pencil and I'm gonna pick this spot. I'm pushing it through. I have 2 pencils so far, no leaks. I'm going to add my 3rd pencil. Let's see, and I'm pushing it. There we go. I have 3 pencils in my bag, and you can see as I spin it around, the polymer is at work. We were able to separate the chain, not break it, and the polymer molecule was able to seal itself around our pencils. So, to take this experiment a step further, try seeing how many pencils you can add to your bag. Let's see, I have 3. Ooh, let's go for one more and see if we can. Let's see, let me find an open spot. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1. Let's push it through and see. Oh, we did it. We have 4 pencils in our bag and a dry table. So that's all that this experiment takes. You need a Ziploc bag, some water, and some pencils to create a big wow factor. Now, once you've done your experiment and you have your plastic bags and you have your pencils pushed through, you can go outside, remove the pencils. You can maybe water a plant, water some grass. That way we're not wasting our water. And also, to take this experiment a step further, try using different types of plastic bags. I showed you the gallon size. We have a little bit of a thinner plastic bag. This is a snack baggie. And you can try using different size bags, different amounts of water, different pencil types, and see if all of them create the same effect. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today for today's Ziploc and pencil experiment. I hope you have fun testing it out, wowing your friends and family, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.